Okay, so like I stated in my him review, I know I put the poll up on the YouTube page to determine what would be my IMAX movie for September. And, well, it ended up at 50-50. So I somehow found a way to have my cake and eat it too, essentially. And I'll get into why in a little bit. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strunk from QuickTime Reactions, and I just got out of seeing One Battle After Another. And I got to see it in a very, very cool format. I got to see it early and in IMAX 70 millimeter. Of course, part of the marketing for the movie said that it was shot in VistaVision, which isn't true. IMAX 70 millimeter, but the theater that I showed it at, which is only one of 10 in the world that shows films in IMAX 70 millimeter, it filled up the whole screen, and the screen that I watched on was 6 stories tall, which is it was really cool to watch it in that format. But One Battle After Another stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Regina Hall, Teyanataylor, and Chase Infinity, as well as a whole host of other people. And it tells the story of a revolutionary group called the French 75, who have done numerous things to incite a revolution. But when Captain Lockjaw finds out something that happened in his past, he has to go out and take down each member of the French 75 until it leads him to Beverly Hills. I forget her first name. Bob and Willow. And will he be able to catch up with them in time? We'll have to find out and see. So this movie was written and directed by Paul-Thomas-Anderson, and I will, full disclosure, this is my first Paul Thomas Anderson film that I've seen of his. And I know he's made a whole host of classic movies. For instance, like There Will Be Blood, and I think a few years back he made Licorice Pizza, which was nominated for, I think, a couple of Oscars. But I've not seen a lot of his work. In fact, I haven't seen any of his work. So this is my first Paul Thomas Anderson film, and I have to say he does a really good job at both writing and directing this movie. The action sequences, which are mainly car chases, the car chases are shot really, really well, and there's just like so many instances where I'm like, oh god, the camera is gonna like potentially hit the car, or like maybe lose focus of a car, but that never happened in the duration of the car chases, which I thought was really, really awesome and really, really cool. His writing in this is also really, really good. He has very distinctive and unique characters throughout it. Like, you can tell that, Bob is a guy who, had an edge, but then, he lost it. Beverly Hills is a very much free-spirited type of person, and that applies to her daughter Willow. Lockjaw is definitely, he's a lot. He is a lot in this. The sensei, I forget his last name, but the sensei who owns the dojo, who's played by Beniciodeltoro, he is also very eclectic, but also very strategic as well. So very definable characters that you can definitely pick out of in a lot. The story in this has a lot of twists and turns in this. And albeit, I will say, I was able to predict one element of the story. But that doesn't mean I still don't love it. Like, this was an absolute joy to watch all the way through. The score in this was also really, really good. The name, I said it when I saw it in the credits so that I could remember it, but now it is completely out of my brain. But the music in this was absolutely amazing. It had an air of tension throughout the whole duration of the film. Wherever it popped up, it instantly created tension, which was awesome to see. I don't know how this is going to be received by the public. And the reason why I say this is very much, I would say, a reflection of America and the type of things that go on in America. And whether you say that it does, these things do happen, or they don't happen, you cannot deny. If you say that they don't happen, well, I would very much disagree. And if you say that they do happen, I would say not quite to the extent, but it is very eerily close. Like, so this is going to make some people happy that, they're actually like showing this, or they're going to get mad at the fact that they are showing this. So I await with bated breath to see what certain people's reactions are going to be in this movie. Performances in this are absolutely awesome. Leonardo DiCaprio is really, really good in this. He, like I said, his character, is in the start, he is very much, with it, and he's there 100%. But then, he loses the edge a little bit. Teyanataylor, like I said, is very much free-spirited and, is, to the beat of her own drum type of person. And, definitely exudes that when she is on screen. Chase Infinity, who is representing Indianapolis, she was awesome in this movie. I thought she did a really, really good job of being stoic, but also having a sense of fear about her, especially during one scene in particular. I thought she did a really good job during that. Regina Hall was also really good in the moments that we saw her on screen. Benicio del Toro is always a character to watch, and he is really, really good in this movie, just having a charisma about him, as well as a calmness and a steadiness to him as well. Like, he's fine. He's gonna be fine. Another thing that I think that this movie is definitely talking about is how priorities change whenever you get older. Because when you're young, you feel like, oh, I can do pretty much anything. Like, I can do this, I can do that, I can do X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth. Like, I can basically rule the world. But when you get older, and I would also say when you become a parent, your priorities change a little bit, because you have someone else that you have to look out for. You have someone else to take care of. You have all these different things that run through your head, and then your perspective on things shift. And there's a moment early on in the movie where, you know, Teyanataylor and Leonardo DiCaprio is made that shift. He's made that shift towards, you know, I need to focus on our daughter. Whereas Teyanataylor is still in the mind of, you know, I can do anything. Why am I here when I could be doing something else? Both paths, in my opinion, are sound. However, to quote a line from Interstellar, once you are a parent, you are the ghosts of your children's future. You can build a future through your children, which is, I think, what the movie ends on, is that Willow is basically kind of the next generation of revolutionaries, which I think, you know, kind of brings into, I think, the bigger point in what Paul Thomas Anderson might be trying to say in this is, like, the next generation always brings forth, you know, a new revolution. It's always going to, the next generation is always going to bring inciting change into the world. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it's just an inevitability. And sometimes you just have to, you know, either hop on or get off. And it just depends on, like, what side of the fence you're on that. So, but yeah, this is a really, really good movie. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It hasn't overtaken Sinners, but I would definitely say it is a top 5 of the year. I would definitely say that it is going to get some Oscar attention, because of the amazing performances, the awesome direction, and a really, really good score in this movie. So I would definitely see maybe some Oscar nominations thrown to it once that comes around. But yeah, that is my review of One Battle After Another. Like I said, saw it in IMAX 70mm, which is pretty cool. And whenever I get the chance to watch a movie in 70mm IMAX film, I will always jump at that opportunity. But yeah, that is pretty much it for my review, guys. Be safe out there, and remember, you always have to have exits. You have to have exits upon exits. You have to have exits upon exits upon exits if you are ever in a situation where you need to depart from a location in a orderly amount of time. I mean, you know, I guess I shouldn't say that. You know, I've said too much. I've said too much. I need to leave now. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.